Welcome, dear student of SIBSC. Today we are going to see the second chapter of mathematical methods in physics. Second chapter is partial differentiation, and in this chapter we have to see definition of partial differentiation, then successive differentiation, total differentiation, exact differentiation, then chain rule, then theorem of differentiation. There are two theorems, then change of variable from Cartesian coordinate to polar coordinate system, and last condition for maxima and minima without proof. Now we should know what is the differentiation. Differentiation is the process of determining how quickly or slowly a function varies. What I say, differentiation is the process of determining how quickly or slowly function varies. It is the procedure for obtaining an expression for the rate of change of function with respect to its arguments. Suppose there is a change in distance with respect to time, or rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Such type of function is called differentiation, or such type of term is called differentiation. Argument may be distance, time, whatever it may be. In physics there are many such type of expression. For example, velocity. Velocity is nothing but rate of change of displacement. Acceleration, that means rate of change of velocity. Then radioactive decay, and etc. Now what is differential equation? The equation involving rates are called differential equation. A differential equation containing two or more independent variable is called partial differential equation. Okay. Now here we are going to see the definition of partial differentiation. What is partial differentiation? For this purpose, consider a function f is equal to f of xy. In this function, x and y are independent variable, where f is dependent variable. Now, in order to see the partial differentiation, if x is changes by x plus delta x, where delta x is the small change in x, at that time function f is changes by f plus delta f, keeping y constant. Okay. Then this is written as f plus delta f is equal to f of x plus delta x comma y. Okay, where y is keeping constant. Or from this we can write delta f is equal to f of x plus delta x comma y minus f. Take this f to RHS of the equation, but what is f? F is nothing but f of xy. Therefore we can write delta f is equal to f of x plus delta x comma y minus f of x y. Okay. Now divide, suppose this is equation 2. Now dividing this equation 2 by delta x on both the sides, we have delta f upon delta x is equal to f of x plus delta x comma y minus f of x y upon delta x. Taking the limit delta x tends to 0. That means there is a change in x. That is, x is changes by x plus delta x, where x is very close to 0 but not 0. Okay. Therefore, limit delta x tends to 0, delta f upon delta x is equal to limit delta x tends to 0. We have to take the limit on both sides. F of x plus delta x comma y minus f of x y upon delta x. Okay. This term is called the partial derivative or the quantity limit delta x tends to 0 of delta f by delta x is called partial derivative of function f with respect to x keeping y constant, and this is denoted by dA by f by dA by x keeping y constant, or simply dA by f by dA by x or f x. Okay. The curly d, that is this, indicates the derivative of function f with respect to x keeping y constant. In the similar way, we can write delta f by delta y is equal to f of x comma y plus delta y minus f of x y upon delta y. Then what is the difference between these two equations? In this equation, function e changes, function f e changes with respect to x keeping y constant. That means x e changes by x plus delta x. And here function e changes, function f e changes with respect to y keeping x constant, that is x remains as it is and y changes by y plus delta y. Therefore, function e changes by f plus delta f. Again, taking the limit on both the side of this equation, that is limit delta y tends to 0. Like this, y e changes by delta y, y plus delta y, but delta y, value of delta y is very close to 0, not 0 but very close to 0. Therefore, delta f by delta y, limit of delta y tends to 0 is equal to limit delta y tends to 0 f of x comma y plus delta y minus f of x comma y upon delta y. Again, here this term gives, or this quantity gives, partial derivative of function f with respect to y keeping x constant. Again, this is denoted as dA by f by dA by y keeping x constant, or simply dA by f by dA by y or f y. Okay. Now delta f x and f y, that is dA by f by dA by y, dA by f by dA by x at x y constant and dA by f by dA by y at x constant. These are partial derivatives, and these partial derivatives are nothing but first order partial derivatives. This is nothing but first order partial derivatives. Now we are going to see some problems related to first order partial differentiation. Let us see the first problem. Let us see the first problem. If f function f is equal to x cube plus xy plus y cube, then find dA by f by dA by x and dA by f by dA by y. That is, we have to find f of x and f of y, or f x f y, first order partial differentiation. For this purpose, solution, let f is equal to x cube plus xy plus y cube. Then first order derivative of this function f with respect to x keeping y constant is nothing but fx is equal to dabba by dabba x. Take the differentiation of this term with respect to x, x cube plus xy plus y cube. Okay. Then what is the differentiation of x cube with respect to x? We have 3x square. And what is the derivative of differentiation of xy with respect to x? That is y. And what is differentiation of y cube with respect to x? This is 0. And therefore, first order derivative, that is fx is equal to 3x square plus y square. This is the value of fx, or first order differentiation of a given function. Now, in the similar way, we have dabba f by dabba y keeping x constant. That means here we are going to take the differentiation of a function with respect to y keeping x constant, and this is represented by fy, and therefore dabba by dabba f in bracket x cube plus xy plus y cube. In similar way, we have first order derivative of x cube is 0 plus here x. Now derivative of y cube is 3y square. Therefore, first order derivative of function with respect to y is 3y square plus x. In similar way, we can find out the differentiation, first order differentiation of a given function in many problems. Okay. Now, see second one more problems. Okay. Before study the next problem, we have to study the higher order derivatives. Now, up to this point, we studied the first order derivative of a given function. Now, we have to find out the higher order derivatives. That means what? In previous case, dabba f by dabba x keeping y constant, or dabba f by dabba y keeping x constant. This is first order derivative, and this is denoted by fx and fy. Now, we have to find out the second order derivative or higher order derivative. That means fx x. What is the meaning of this fx? That is, again differentiate. Here, note that in this case, if function here and here, function is the variable, function f having two variables, again x and y, or f is a function of x and y, then again we can differentiate this function first order derivative, and we get like this dabba by dabba f by dabba x. This is first order derivative. We have dabba square f by dabba x square, and this is nothing but fxx. We can write here y. It is, we may write, or it is not necessary. Okay, because y is keeping constant. Similarly, we have fyy, that is dabba y, dabba by dabba y, dabba f by dabba y keeping x constant. That means here we are going to this is first order derivative. Again we differentiate the first order derivative with respect to y. We have dabba square f by dabba y square with respect to y, or simply dabba square f by dabba y square. Okay, remember that this is the second order derivative of a given function. Now, if we consider like this f y x, then what is the representation of this term? Dabba by dabba x, dabba by dabba y. Here we are going to first order derivative of a function with respect to x, we have dabba square f by dabba y dabba x dabba y. Okay. And again in the similar way, if we differentiate the first order derivative with respect to x, then we have dabba by dabba x dabba f by dabba y. Here the first order derivative of function with respect to y, we again differentiate this function with respect to x, we have dabba square f by dabba y dabba x. Note that this and this are mixed derivative, second order, and from these two equation we can write f x y is equal to f y x. Okay. This is the second order derivative of given function. Again here, if f is again function of two independent variable x and y, we again differentiate the second order derivative and we have f x x x or f y y, that is dabba cube dabba f by dabba x cube or dabba cube f by dabba y cube, or in the similar way mixed order derivative. It is found that in first order derivative there are two derivatives, in second order derivative there are four derivatives, this one and this one, and in third order derivative there are 8 different derivatives like this. Carry on. Okay. Now we are going to see some important problem related to higher order derivatives. Let us see the problem. First problem, if f is equal to f of xy is equal to x cube y minus e raised to xy, then find or show that f y x is equal to f x y. Also find f x x, f y y, and f y y y. Very simple problem. Solution of this problem is, let f is equal to f of x y is equal to x cube y minus e raised to x y. First order derivative. First of all we have to find out the first order derivative, that is differentiate the function with respect to x, that is dabba by dabba x of f, or simply dabba by dabba x in bracket x cube y minus e raised to xy. Okay, differentiate this equation, we get here the derivative of first term with respect to x is 3x square y minus derivative of this term y into e raised to x y. Okay, x y. Sorry. Similarly, the derivative of first order derivative of given function with respect to y is f y is equal to dabba by dabba x of, dabba by dabba y of the given function, that is dabba by dabba y in bracket x cube y minus e raised to xy. In similar fashion, we have derivative of this is x cube, first order derivative of first term is x cube minus derivative of this term is x e raised to xy. First order derivative of y. We have the value of fx and fy, that is first order derivative of the given function. Now we have to find out first of all this and this. Again differentiate this equation. Suppose this is equation 1, 2 and 3. By using equation 1, 2 and 3 we can obtain or we can prove this and obtain the value of this. Okay. Now first f x x. What we have to do? Here dabba by dabba x of first function, that is this one, 3 x square y minus y e raised to x y. Again differentiate. What is the differentiation of this first term with respect to x? That is 6 x y. Okay. 6 x y. Now derivative again minus y as it is, and derivative of this e raised to x y with respect to x is into y again e raised to x y. We have 6 x y minus y square e raised to x y. This is the second order derivative of given function with respect to x. In similar way we can find out f y y, that is dabba by dabba y of the derivative of this term, x cube minus x e raised to x y. Simplify this, we have derivative of this is 0 with respect to x y. Okay. And this minus x in derivative of this x into x square e raised to x y. Okay. In similar way, or simply minus x square e raised to x y. This is the value of second order derivative of a given function f. In similar way we can find out the value of third order derivative of a given function with respect to y. Now here we have to prove this. Again we want to take the help of this equation, differentiate equation 2, that is dabba f by dabba x with respect to dabba by dabba y. That is we have to take the differentiation of first order derivative of f with respect to x. We have to differentiate with respect to y. We have dabba by dabba y in bracket first 3x square y minus y e raised to xy. Okay. Now differentiate, take the differentiation of first term with respect to y. We have 3x square minus y into e raised to xy. This is f xy. Now again take the differentiation of this term with respect to x. We have dabba by dabba x, dabba f by dabba y is equal to dabba by dabba x in bracket x cube minus x e raised to xy. We have simplify this, we have 3x square minus y e raised to xy. This is fyx. Okay. Now see here, observe these two equations, this one and this one. What we conclude? If we conclude that fxy is equal to fyx. Hence the proof. Okay. Now see one more problem. Note that the higher order derivatives are nothing but successive differentiation. Okay. Now consider one more problem. show that if this problem, if y is equal to e raised to minus in bracket minus I omega t minus k x, this is a given function. Now we have to show that delta square y by delta x square is equal to k square upon omega square into delta square y by delta t square. Very simple problem. In order to solve this problem, we have a solution. Let y is equal to e raised to minus I omega t minus kx. This is, suppose this is equation number 1. Now in order to prove this, or in order to show this, differentiate a given function with respect to x. First order, take the first order differentiation of this, that is delta y by delta x is equal to delta by delta x in bracket e raised to minus I omega t minus kx, bracket complete. Differentiation, solve this. We have e raised to minus I omega t minus kx into I k. Okay. I k. Okay. But this is nothing but y. Value of this is nothing but y. Therefore, I k y. This is the first order derivative. Now, again second order derivative, that is delta square y by delta x square, that is delta by delta x in bracket delta y by delta x. Okay, delta by delta x. And what is the value of delta y by delta x? This is e raised to minus I omega t minus kx into I k. Again solve this. Like this, we have e raised to minus I omega t again minus kx into I square k square, or value of I square is equal to minus 1. Therefore, and this is y. Therefore, we have, this is the value of y minus k square y. Okay, k square y. This is the first order derivative of given function with respect to x. In the similar way, differentiate equation 1 with respect to t, we have delta y by delta t is equal to delta by delta t, and given function e raised to minus I omega t minus kx. Okay. Again differentiate this equation in usual method. By usual method, we have e raised to minus I omega t minus kx as it is, and we have to take the derivative with respect to there. Therefore, minus I omega, okay, sorry, minus I omega, or simply minus I omega y, because this is value of y. This is the first order derivative. Again differentiate this with respect to, we have delta square y by delta t square is nothing but delta y by delta t into delta y by delta t. We have delta by delta t, put the value of delta y by delta t from this equation, e raised to minus I omega t minus kx. Solve this, we have, sorry, into minus I omega. Again solve this, we have e raised to minus I omega t minus kx into minus I square omega square. Solve this, this is the value of y minus, and the value of I square is minus, therefore minus minus plus. We have omega y square. Dabba square y by dabba t square is equal to or y into omega square, or simply omega square y. Suppose this is equation 3 and this is equation 4. In order to obtaining this, or in order to show this, we have to simply divide equation 3 by equation 4. We have dabba square y by dabba x square is equal to here minus, just a minute, not here, minus, value of this is minus k square y divided by dabba square y by dabba t square is equal to minus omega square y. Y and y cancel with each other, and after solving this term on LHS going to RHS, and we have dabba square y by dabba t square is equal to minus minus plus k square upon omega square into dabba square y by dabba, here x square and here t square. Okay, this one, and in this way we show that dabba square y by dabba x square is equal to k square upon omega square into dabba square y by dabba t square. Yes, we shall stop here. Have a good day.